chunk of hickory here, and we have someone who wants some cookies. So we're going to try to get this and mill it into like some 2 or 3 inch cookies and see how it goes. So basically we'll kind of get it squared up on the bottom, so you can see you have a square here to get it leveled up. And then we can use the clamps. It's not too big, it's only 22 inches. So we can use these clamps to get it clamped down and then just slice some cookies out of that. So we'll see how this goes. Have some wedges to put under so we can tilt that up and just see what we can get. We have a little bit of a crack here that goes down, so this may not be the piece that we end up using for sure, but it would be a test piece we can try it with. So from all that storm damage, we've been bringing stuff back. So we have a couple of hickories, some red oak, more red oak, poplar, and then this is some stuff that we've had that we got from the neighbors that we still need to mill up. So kind of have a variety of things there, but this is all from that storm damage. We've just kind of been bringing it back little bits at a time. We went through and put log end sealer on it. Since we have a fair amount here, it'll take a bit to get through. So this stuff here is from Rockler. This stick is the stuff that is like in the red. It's the Anchor Seal. It's a different brand. So we think we like the Anchor Seal better. We're going to try to get more of that. But have some decent sized logs here. And we may take, like that one there, we may be able to take some stuff out of it and make some cookies out of it that are a little bit cleaner. But we're just doing this kind of as a test to kind of get an idea of how it's going to go and see what we need to do. So here looking at getting that leveled up, using that square and then just a cant hook with some of our wedges to get it pretty square. Not looking for perfection here, just getting it close. And then start with just taking a small bit off the top, getting our blade tensioned up. This one runs about 1,000 to 1,200 psi. There's a sticker on there that reminds you, but basically it's straight up on this one. So like I mentioned, just shaving off a little bit from the top, just kind of get it squared off to begin with. Once we have that squared off, we can work on making some actual cookies. So we go about 2 inches on the first one. Seems to be a pretty decent size. On the subsequent one, I think we try to go 2 or 3 inches. And then the one after that is about 2.5, mainly because of the amount of room we have to the bottom of the mill here, but kind of also gives us some test things to see kind of what works and what doesn't work. And as I mentioned before, these may not be the kind of ones we end up using. There is a little bit of a split in it, but if you watch the other video where we took the hickory out and we actually broke the log trailer, this is just a chunk of kind of what was there by the stump that was going to be just scrap for firewood. So we thought we'd try to do this to it and see what happened. So we'll get some of these cookies out of it, let them dry, and kind of get a little bit of experience with them to see what happens. More of a proof of concept kind of idea here. So one thing you do have to be careful of is the simple set will let you go down and touch. So on the bottom left, there's the little piece that sticks up to hold a can, and you can run the blade down into that, so you have to be cognizant. There should be a lower level limit switch that stops that from going down. We may need to adjust that a little bit so it can't go that far down, but it's always good to kind of get down at eye level and just do a visual inspection to make sure you're not going to hit anything running the mill. So without putting something under the piece of wood to kind of raise it up, we were able to get these 3 cookies out of it. And of course you could always put something underneath to get all that raised up to be able to cut more. You just then kind of have the, may not be able to clamp it as well. So we went ahead and just stuck with these 3 since we're doing kind of a proof of concept. Good luck. Okay. Some people may want the more authentic and like we do with the rest of our wood, we went ahead and put some straps on it just to kind of hold it all together. Again, 2-fold, hopefully help it from, you know, warping, but also just makes it nice, kind of an easy package to move it around. We did talk about maybe putting some log end sealer on this, but if we ever want to go back through and do some sanding on it, the log end sealer is wax, so it would just kind of gum up a piece of sandpaper. So we went ahead and just left it, and we'll see what happens. So thank you for watching the Schmitter's 100 Acre Woods. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.